all of my friends. Today I'm going to be making a DIY on how I make my LED neon signs. You'll see two of them that I've already made in a bunch of the clips in this video, but today I'm making one of a rock-on sign for my dad. And you see it on the screen right now, and I hope you enjoy the video. So, for this DIY, here's what I got. These are my utensils. This, I already took a video a little bit earlier, but this was a plastic picture frame from the dollar store. It was one that you just slid the photo in between. And I used a heat gun and I kind of moved it around and molded it. This part kind of snapped, so I had to use some glue. But I did the best that I can. All that you really need is some sort of plastic backing of some kind that you're going to build it on the top of this, all right? This one I tried because I was having some fun using my heat gun. I bent this around to kind of have a shape that I'm hoping I can use to put the end of the cables and stuff like that into. The lights that I got two strips of lights. I got these from Five Below. I also grabbed a charging brick from Five Below when I was there because I wanted one that had 2-in-1 brick. The other thing is you're gonna want whatever pattern that you're using. So this is an emote that's in chat, and I'm making this sign for Papa Lenius. All that you really need is something that is simple. And then you're gonna need a hot glue gun and a bunch of glue, some tape, and then a pencil. That's it. First step that I did is I prepped my plastic frame. When I made these signs, this sign and then this sign in the background, I just used a plastic poster frame from Target, which was way easier to do than melting this, but I wanted to try to make this as cheap as possible. You're gonna take your stencil, and basically I go through and I trace on top of it what direction the lights can string over the pattern. Cool, let's give her a go. So now this is what it looks like. So I have just marked out what direction the lights are gonna go. If you need to print off a bigger template, there's a website called Rasterbaiter. It's not dirty, I promise. But you can go there, you can put in an image, and it'll break it into printable 8.5 by 11 printer sheets, and then you can tape it together. I'll put a link in the description of wherever you're watching this in the future. So I am just going to put this, line it up where I want it on here. And I think I'm gonna go like this. Cool. Then take some tape and tape it to it. This is what they look like. These look pretty cool, honestly. Way more like neon lights. Pretty cool though. I'm excited to see what it looks like. So, you're gonna take your light, you're gonna take your glue, and you put a little bit of your glue where you want the light to stick, or a lot of your glue actually, because you want to push it down so the glue goes up around the sides of it. Then once it's there, you just hold it and wait. Last time I really didn't try to do anything with the little glue stringy doos, and then they ended up getting everywhere. So because this one is smaller, I'm gonna try to be more careful with it. So you can kind of, when it's not completely dry, but almost dry, you can kind of push it up around the edges. So I'm just gonna put a little bit more, kind of build up on the sides. Try not to get on the top. That is the main goal. And then grab the little stringy doos and pull them from the hot glue gun. And then you just do that all the way around. Bring it around town.
Bring it around town. Bring it around town.
Once it's dry enough, then you move on to the next. And you just keep going. The next part's, it's trickier because you kind of got to get stuff underneath it. But yeah, just follow your template around. And the main trick I've learned with the gluing part is you want to put the line of glue that you want should be an easy line to hold down, if that makes sense. If you make it too long, you won't be able to hold it down to dry in the correct spot. Ah, fucking shit. Ow, I put my finger in glue. So this part, I have to like go up at an angle and then around. I think I might have fucked it up, chat. I don't know how much this is gonna look like a thumb. I think I have to stop because I don't know if this is gonna look good, and I think my like relatively sleepy brain can't decide.
The next day.
Hello friends, so it is the next day since those last clips. Today I woke up and I looked at it again and it didn't look right. It was a little wonky. So I pulled the lights up from the glue, which was pretty easy because it wasn't all the way glued down. And I've kind of just remapped in my brain how I'm gonna make it look better. So we are going to work on that now.
Narrator Megan here. Right now I'm just cutting some of the excess glue off, and then I take another pencil I can kind of rub off and I remark where I want to lay down the new lights. Then I go through and I re-glue everything, burn my fingers a couple times, lay it all out, and then I string that along over the end to like cut it off, make it square. And then I go through, I trim off some more excess glue, and I replace that second finger to make sure that it looks how it's supposed to. Then this part, I went through with my wood burning tool, and I just burned a hole in the plastic that the cables will string through. And getting the end of the cable was a big ol' hassle. What I ended up doing was getting a magnet and then some tweezers and pulling that up, and that ended up working out. So we got it, we did it. And then I took some like clear sticky gel tape and I used that to lay the cables down flat in one of the creases, and then I went over with some hot glue after that, and I laid all of that down so it was secure. Then I think you see me here, I take some electrical tape and I also like tape those cables together so they're right next to each other. And I think that's basically what I got for making this light.
All right, friends, we have finished the sign. The only problem that I did have, which I have learned happens every so often with these lights, is that if you bend them in certain directions, sometimes the like half of the light will go out, like half of the rope light will go out. So I learned the best way to kind of fix that is that usually if you just push on the light in one way or another, it'll put the connection back together and then the rest of the light will go on. So I had that issue around in this area. The like half of the light had gone out. So I just had to push this part in and move it around and re-glue a little bit. Add some support so it all turned on. And there it is. This is the final product. How much fun. And it it's really not that hard to do. Like, it's just, all you gotta get is a piece of plastic, some hot glue, and a lot of hope. Yeah, this is the final product. I think it looks really cool. I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope you enjoyed the DIY. If you did, make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, share it with all your friends, and join my Discord, discord.gg/MeganLenius, and post in the photo channel if you make any of these lights. Show me there. I would love to see them. Yeah, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you follow me on all my socials. And if you like any of the music that is playing behind this video, it's all my songs. So you can listen to them all on Spotify. There'll be links in the descriptions. in the descriptions. There'll be a link in the description for all of my songs, as well as a link to like as many of the products as I can find that I used for this video. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you on stream. Here. Nice.
It's too much to hold on to. Let me break it down for you. Yes, everybody told me we would always break, always bend.